Coming up on CBS 7 News at 6, we're live in Washington, D.C., where our nation is honoring fallen heroes, including our very own Sergeant Mike Naylor. CBS 7 News at 6 starts right now. Good evening, everyone. The nation honors fallen heroes this week in Washington, D.C. CBS 7 News is the only local crew on the scene. My partner, Jay Hendricks, joins us now live from the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. Jay, what's the atmosphere like right now?
Tatum, in less than an hour here at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C., a candlelight vigil will be held. It's a part of National Police Week, and it's one of many things that will be going on in remembrance of the folks who have been killed in the line of duty. 273 names will be added to the memorial this year. If you look behind me, you can see quite a gathering. They're expecting 40,000 people here, and then take a look at all the law enforcement officers representing all different law enforcement agencies from all over the country that will be here. As I said, 273 names will go on the wall, including Midland County Sheriff's Deputy Sergeant Mike Naylor, who was killed in the line of duty in September of last year. He joins Upton County Sheriff's Deputy Billy Bubba Kennedy, whose name went on the wall last year. And you may remember back in 2008, our three Odessa police officers, Arlie Jones, Scott Gardner, and Abel Marquez's names were also added to this memorial. So this is something that continues each year. The Midland County Sheriff's Department Honor Guard is here. The Midland Police Department Honor Guard is here. Also the ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement Honor Guard is here as well, representing West Texas. So we'll have more with them coming up tonight. We'll show you the what happens here at this candlelight vigil that'll take place. It coming up in less than an hour, as we said. It'll start at 7 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock here in Washington, D.C., and we'll have more on that as we continue our live coverage here from Washington, D.C. for National Police Week. We are outside of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. We'll have more on this coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Reporting live from the nation's capital, I'm Jay Hendricks. Tatum, back to you.
Jay, thank you very much. Tonight, National Police Week ceremonies continued with a candlelight vigil as the names of officers killed in the line of duty were read and candles lit in the night sky in their honor. Midland County Sheriff's Deputy Sergeant Mike Naylor's name was one of those mentioned, and his name is now on the wall at the memorial site. My partner Jay Hendricks is live at the nation's capital with more. Jay?
Tatum, from here inside the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial, the names of 273 men who have been added to this wall were read tonight, including Mike Naylor. His name was added this month. Midland Police Department badge right below that, and as you might imagine, tonight's ceremony was quite emotional.
And the home of the
It was a somber night as thousands of law enforcement officers from all across the country were on hand to honor and remember officers killed in the line of duty, including Midland County Sheriff's Deputy Sergeant Mike Naylor, killed in September of 2014.
We just felt like we needed to be here. We needed to represent our city as well as our county, and when we talked about it as a group, not one of us ever hesitated, thinking that this is exactly where we needed to be.
The Midland Police Department Honor Guard and the Midland County Sheriff's Office Honor Guards were on hand to represent the city and county of Midland, as well as show support to Mike Naylor's widow and to remember a fallen brother.
Mike and I, we've talked about maybe participating and coming out here, and to come out here because of his honor, it's real surreal and kind of saddening that he didn't get to experience this with us as part of the Honor Guard.
Tonight, officers and their families lit candles to pay respects to the 273 officers whose names are added to the memorial in 2015.
It took me back to that day that he was gone, that he was taken from us. I can't put into words what I felt. It's just very sad. I still look for his phone calls that I don't get anymore. And I know that if I ever come back again, I can always be here with him.
Tatum, National Police Week will continue through Friday, and then, of course, festivities will wrap up. Police Week, as we said, continues. There'll be more respects for these officers whose names are on these particular this memorial that's here in Washington, D.C. Of course, the final memorial will be held near the Capitol. That will come up on Friday. Reporting live from the nation's capital, I'm Jay Hendricks. Tatum, back to you.
Very much. The Midland Police Department is honoring 19 fallen officers today. They held their annual memorial service to remember each officer who made the ultimate sacrifice for their town. MPD Chief of Police Price Robinson says the department is forever grateful for the officers who gave their lives.
Just those guys that the names and the pictures that are behind me, those 19, I mean, they gave the ultimate sacrifice, which is their life. They died performing their duty, which they loved as a law enforcement officer, to protect all of us in their respective communities.
The Midland Police Department Honor Guard is also in Washington, D.C., where Midland County Deputy Sergeant Mike Naylor is being added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial as part of National Police Memorial Week. And my partner, Jay Hendricks, is also there this week. Jay joins us now live from D.C. Hi, Jay.
Tatum, here in the nation's capital, the remembrance ceremonies continue. We are at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. This was an event where there's another gathering here. As you can see behind me, there are quite a few officers who are here. There are drum and pipe corps who are here. There was a parade earlier with some antique cars that were also here. That preceded this particular memorial that is going on. And once again, families of those who were killed in the line of duty are here, as are officers from around the country. Now, this is a gathering for these officers around the country. It's a chance to get together with some that they have met in the past, some that perhaps they have not met, and kind of form that bond. And that's a big thing about these officers that we've talked to. And coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, we'll talk more about these officers and kind of that bond and how they get together and take part in these remembrance ceremonies, obviously for what they are, but also to get to know other officers from around the country. And we'll meet some of those officers, including a lot from West Texas, and hear what they have to say about these ceremonies and why it's important that they are here for National Police Week. This ceremony will continue. Coming up tonight, we'll be live again from here with more on that. And then, of course, tomorrow is the big memorial. We'll bring you that as well coming up tomorrow from here in the nation's capital. Reporting live in D.C., I'm Jay Hendricks. Tatum, back to you.
Many of our law enforcement officers are in Washington, D.C. in honor of National Police Week. It is a time for reflection and paying their respects to those killed in the line of duty. Some are there for the first time, while others come every year. CBS 7's Jay Hendricks joins us live tonight from the nation's capital with more on what keeps these officers coming back. Jay.
Mike, good evening from here at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. Let me step out of the picture and show you. As you can see behind me, the Midland Police Department Honor Guard is currently on guard here for the memorial wreaths that are on display here. It's something officers do 24/7 during Police Week. One of the many ways these officers here remember those who have been killed in the line of duty. Every year following the candlelight vigil at the National Law Enforcement Officer Memorial, this bagpiper plays at midnight, his tribute to the end of an emotional day. And these Kentucky officers gather for a midnight toast to honor and remember 20 brothers killed in the line of duty since 1869. This special bottle etched with the officer's name and the day he died. And this tradition has grown each year.
Let's raise them up. Here's to Michael Part and Missy very much.
It started about 10 people, and it's grown to well over 50 or 60. Everybody comes back every year at midnight. They know on the 13th that we're meeting at midnight to toast and honor our officers, and that's what we do.
Midland Police Department Honor Guard members say the camaraderie with fellow officers and deputies is why they keep coming back. Officer Lauren Frost says this has become something they plan to keep doing.
I've been here, this will be my 4th time.
Okay. And what keeps bringing you back?
It's just the camaraderie, like, they said, the brotherhood, and it's just a great feeling to be able to come down here and meet old friends and make a lot of great new friends.
This year was different, though, because of the death of Mike Naylor.
First, yes, it is overwhelming, but we've got it down. We're out here to represent, pay our respects, honor our fallen, not only our agency, but all the officers across the nation.
Too many officers that died last year, and we're all here to support every officer from every agency that was killed last year.
Midland County Sheriff's Office deputies came in full force this year in honor of Mike Naylor, his name forever etched on the memorial wall.
He started the Honor Guard, and I was fortunate to be promoted into his place in his honor and take over, and hopefully I can continue what he started. Mighty big shoes to fill, but I'm looking forward to carrying on.
To close out Thursday, a pipe and drum parade, a tradition at National Police Week. Mike, the Midland Police Honor Guard behind me will step away soon, and another Honor Guard group will take their place. They will continue to hold guard here at the memorial until tomorrow morning, when everything will shift to the Capitol for one last time to honor and remember those who have been killed in the line of duty. We will bring that to you tomorrow. Reporting live from the nation's capital, I'm Jay Hendricks. Mike, back to you.
Casey, thank you. A final ceremony was held in Washington, D.C. to honor our fallen heroes. My partner Jay Hendricks has been following a group from Midland who went to represent fallen Midland County Deputy Sergeant Mike Naylor. He joins us now live at our nation's capital to tell us more about today's ceremony. Jay?
Tatum, good evening. National Police Week will officially come to a close later tonight. Some of those Honor Guard members who have been holding watch at the Law Enforcement Memorial will still be there tonight. They will stop their watch at 12 midnight. That is the official close. Now, the memorial service was held today. It's the Peace Officers Memorial put on by the Fraternal Order of Police, which honored the men and women killed in the line of duty in 2014. That number, 273 names added to the wall. The service was put on by the Fraternal Order of Police, as I told you, but one West Texan in charge of the setup, coordination with families, even law enforcement, to the musicians who took part. Carlos Ortiz is the assistant chief of the Big Bend sector of the Border Patrol. Ortiz has had a long history with this event.
The Border Patrol has been involved for many years with the Police Week activities. Back in 2008, 2009, we took a lead role in just doing the simple things as far as cleaning tables, putting out water, putting out tissue for the survivors. And from that point, we've grown and we've taken this to another level, and we pretty much run the whole Capitol area along with Capitol Police.
Tatum Ortiz also made sure that West Texas was well represented in the Honor Guard that stayed behind the podium for today's event. We also want to thank Carlos for assisting us as well. President Obama was here. He took time out to speak to the officers, thanking them for their job, saying that a lot of them put their lives on the line every day, and he thanked them for their service. There were also others from our area who helped out, from former West Texans who were glad to see people from West Texas. We ran into a lot of them that used to live in West Texas, now with other law enforcement agencies as well. And, of course, it was enjoyable for us to see what happens during National Police Week. Coming up tonight on CBS 7 News at 10 o'clock, we will close out our look at National Police Week with a look back at today's ceremony. You'll also hear from Sheriff Gary Painter as well as President Obama on today's ceremony. Reporting live for the nation's capital, I'm Jay Hendricks. Tatum, back to you.
Jay, thank you very much. A ceremony honoring fallen heroes was held today in Odessa. Members of the Odessa Police Department, the Ector County Sheriff's Office, the Texas Department of Public Safety, and the Lubbock Police Department held a memorial service to honor those lives lost throughout the past year in Texas. 8 local officers who have given their lives in the line of duty were also remembered during the memorial, as well as the families left behind.
Today we had an opportunity to bring the families in here and also to show them our support, that their loved ones haven't been forgotten.
Those 8 officers who were honored today include Ector County Sheriff Deputy Thad West, Corporal Gordon G.T. Toll, Officer Scott Stanton Smith, Corporal Arlie Jones, Corporal Scott Gardner, Corporal Abel Marquez, and Lubbock Officer Rodney Hendricks, plus Midland County Sheriff's Deputy Mike Naylor. National Police Week came to a close in the nation's capital today. More than 40,000 police, deputies, federal lawmen, and women were remembering paying the ultimate sacrifice. For survivors and their families, it is also a chance at healing. CBS 7's Jay Hendricks joins us now live from Washington with more on today's event. Jay?
Tatum, good evening. We are live tonight from the Capitol as National Police Week comes to a close. Today was an emotional day for the Midland County Sheriff's Office. It was a chance for them to remember one of their men, one who they worked with close side by side. In fact, even President Obama was here to take part in today's ceremony to offer thanks to those who put their lives on the line every day.
Sacrifice I made tonight is my responsibility.
Thousands attended the Fraternal Order of Police's 34th annual National Police Officers Memorial on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol this morning. This was the last chance for family and fellow law enforcement to pay their final respects to those killed in the line of duty. For Midland County Sheriff Gary Painter, it's been a tough ride since Sergeant Mike Naylor's death in October of 2014, killed while serving a warrant.
It's been a hard year. October the 9th was one of the hardest days of my life, whenever Mike got killed. This is a tribute to him, to his life.
Naylor was commander of the Honor Guard at the Midland County Sheriff's Office. It's something he loved and took a lot of pride in.
He started the Honor Guard and was such an integral part of it and gave us a step up in being a professional in everything that he did. He required those guys to be professionals at what they did, and worked them hard.
President Barack Obama was on hand as guest speaker of the event. He talked about the tough job law enforcement officers have, saying they are not always appreciated.
Scripture tells us to love our neighbors as we love ourselves, but only a special few take that commandment so deeply to heart that they are willing to risk their lives so that others, often total strangers, can know peace.
Michael J. Naylor.
For Denise Naylor, this has been especially tough. She placed a rose on the FOP shield in honor of her late husband, one of 273 names added this year to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial.
It's been hard. Even flying on aircraft, she was joking around, enjoying being around people, but you could see it in her eyes. You could see the realization that this is the last recognition for Mike and what he did. It's not the last one for us. We'll be doing it many more times in the future.
Tatum, as National Police Week comes to a close, we want to thank the Midland County Sheriff's Office, Midland Police Department Honor Guards for letting us tell their stories here to honor and remember Mike Naylor, killed in the line of duty. Sheriff Painter and I were talking about the fact that West Texas had too many men that have been killed in the line of duty. Of course, our 3 Odessa police officers who were killed in 2008, Upton County Sheriff's Deputy Bubba Kennedy, and of course Mike Naylor. We say West Texas needs no more names to go on that wall there at the police memorial. That's going to wrap up our coverage here. We hope that you have enjoyed what we brought you. We'll be back in West Texas very soon. Reporting live from the nation's capital, I'm Jay Hendricks. Tatum, back to you.